ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, bro. It's all you. You got the floor, Captain. Thank you for bringing us here.
Oh, it's streaming again.
Yeah,
Hey
we're
guys,
back
welcome
here.
to the DMV Drake. We're back. Oh
Can they
man,
hear us?
welcome to the DMV Drake. Welcome to the DMV Drake podcast. Tonight we're going to talk about the restriction list. All right,
Oh,
a card
Fine.
fight king,
All fine on my end.
Spider-Man Jones. I was about to say fucking Dread Joker. Fossil Lord, Spider-Man. I already said Spider-Man and Red Joe. And I think Jared's back there somewhere. Okay, we're talking about Tommy. Tommy coming back was a mistake. Uh, does everybody agree? Yes or no? Everybody agree?
yes.
Tommy coming back was a
To
mistake?
four,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, of course not.
He
Of
should have
course
been
not,
at one.
Zaki.
Card Fight King had a sentence that he wanted to say. He had a thing,
Did he?
a eulogy, a, a statement, if you will.
What is this
I would
statement?
like to hear the statement again. Okay, I guess he's gone. Anybody else got something to say about Tommy?
Oh wait, hey, I'm
Oh,
back.
yeah, you're good. Yeah, he's here.
Can everybody hear
No, I
everybody
was at
now?
I'm on mute. Yes,
On the stream,
I
you
wonder
can
if I
hear
can hear
everybody.
myself.
Everybody's hearing everybody.
Yep, I'm here.
I'm here.
Cool.
Yep, I'm here.
Wait,
We are here.
We are here.
who
We
the
are
fuck is
here. Horton here to who?
what the fuck? Taki, when did you get in here? Man,
Who's gone?
you can't call me,
Who's
bro.
gone?
Let's talk about nobody's gone, Tommy. Let's just talk about
Tommy's here.
Tommy's
Honestly,
here.
I wasn't around for the Tommy meta. How bad was
It
it?
was crazy, but no one really played it other than Sweats.
It was just Blue Hybrid was already crazy, and the fact that that was kind of the original strip source because like even like random Hexablow decks were around. There was a lot of stripping. People were at the club every week. People it was stripping everywhere.
So I'm assuming All Force is going to go crazy with Tommy now, especially with
No,
the new
no,
All Force.
No,
no, no. It's
no.
no.
Tommy's kind
All
of
Force can't.
specific
All
also
Force can't really
because
sway
he
Tommy.
his stun isn't it specifically his hybrid.
It's
Yeah,
a what?
the inheritable for Tommy is the specific thing that stuns. On play, Tommy just trashes three sources.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I mean, I think now because you have that new level 4 blue hybrid. I think like some the jellyfish like
Yeah, Lanamon.
humanoid thing, Alanamon. So you have that. You have the Lobomons, and I can't remember the other one. The main one they use, Korikakumon. It was mostly a combination of Korikakumon plus Tommy swinging. They'll strip you, stun you, uh,
Oh.
and then you really couldn't do much. But I think Tommy at 4 is fine again. I mean, sure, the source stripping can get annoying, but there are a lot more explosive decks that will just come out of raising and I think put blue hybrid in a terrible position. Plus, there's more on digivolving effects and things like that that will hit your source stripping and whatnot. I think that it was too fast for the meta that it was in, based upon how the card quality and where the game was. But, we're talking about the game, uh, seven main sets, and a few EX sets after he came out in BT7. So I think the game's progressed enough to where it's not a big deal.
I just think four of a strip of three with enough all the strips done that already exists is kind of crazy.
Hey, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Because remember, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing.
Same.
You can overcompensate for source strip, but then you're not going to
Oh, I'm
draw
not
into
gonna
the pieces you need
overcompensate
to
for
close the
anything,
game.
buddy.
I'm talking about the people
I'm
that are
I'm
going
I'm
that
I'm
if they get
already
trigger
I'm already
happy.
straight copium.
Well, yeah, you're straight copium. But
I see where Car Fight is coming from,
Yeah, I mean you guys aren't wrong. The game
and
has evolved.
the game has definitely evolved. And I really want to know what decks they tested to justify Tommy coming off restriction. Because if they just did BT13 in the vacuum, I'm really interested to see how that will go. That is going to be implemented going forward into BT14.
Mhm.
Tommy can strip the Digipolice stuff. He can strip Edgy, EG, What's the other one? It's three of them, right? It's Saki.
Well, BT14, I think it's just the two mon mix, the
Okay,
girl and AG.
Actually, the crazy thing about the digital release, they can actually suspend a bomb deck tamer. So if Tommy's out, they can just send it to the bottom,
well, what if
There
they hit
we
it out of
go.
security?
and they can stop Tommy from digivolving too.
What if they hit
Yeah.
it out of security when you suspend?
That's just your luck.
Yeah,
It's just
Yeah,
the
that's
skill
what
issue.
that's the main thing.
I think I will say though, like I think because the Icemon ban and stuff, I think Apocalypse definitely influenced that, and Tommy could now be a balancing force against that because you strip the sources under Apocalypse, right, and then you actually just
Nah,
slow it down a little more.
nah, Zaki, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry,
Yeah.
bro. By the time a Pokemon comes out, you're dead. Like
I
it's over.
I was watching
All
a
the
video
tournaments are in the
and
trash by that point.
someone was like, yeah, they can trash like a whole eighth of your deck.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, like turn 2. It's and that's why they had to hit the Eismon and the Gabu stuff because
Yeah.
the trash
For that
going
and
Oh,
for
forward,
boy.
Brewer.
they're just
Actually, yeah, Purple kind of caught a stray just from Apocalypse being a thing.
Yep.
Oh, I don't want to get into purple.
No, you're
I've,
actually, while
I've,
we're at it,
I've
I guess that
finished.
should be the next subject.
No, we'll hold out. We'll hold out.
Before
We'll
murdering
talk about
Clay.
yeah. We'll hold out for card fights. Yeah, we can move on to unless anybody has anything else to say about Tommy.
No, it's fine. I think
Okay.
the game's slow enough where not fast enough where he might not even matter.
It could not
Mm.
matter.
Okay. Fair. What about Savior?
It's
I mean,
about time.
It's about time. It should have been came off.
It should have been.
Really, it really should.
And only deck that really is going to see the benefit of that is probably Doorbrick.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, don't the new Jesma cards like work better with the new renditions of Savior Hugmon and not so much with the old rendition of
Yeah,
him?
but now you
Well,
can.
you can build
Yeah.
Jesmon like an OTK deck again now with the Gray Moss.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think we're going to see a big resurgence of Jesmon. Honestly, I've been playing just on the sim a lot. Nobody's OTK'd me yet because I think people are still trying to figure out the ratios and stuff for Jess.
Bro,
Nobody
just
will ever
run
figure
your
out
fucking
ratios.
ratios.
But I
What?
think in certain matchups,
Security
obviously
is still
Jesmon will
5,
steal.
right?
His security is still 5. Yep.
Cool, so 2 gallons. Okay.
I mean, the way you OTK with Jess was when you
Two
used
gallon swings
what was
is
that
still
card?
security.
What-
Okay.
What's the name of the card that prevented option cards again?
ADP,
The Delicate
baby.
Point.
ADP.
Yeah.
ADP and gallon. Bring the numb
ADP,
back.
yeah.
I'm going to build my old Jesmon deck. That's what I'm going to bring to
Alright.
Locals this week. Are you ready?
You do that.
Except
Yeah,
for
you
I'm
do
not
that.
because I don't even want to play Jesmon.
Honestly,
But I also think that, even with Jessamon stuff coming back, again, it's another thing where the game has progressed to a point where we have answers. You build a wide board of Sistermons and stuff. There's a card called Death Exmon, and he just comes out and takes care of that. You have Bloom Hydra. My
I think we're
God.
going to see a resurgence of death.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I mean,
Death is so
why?
much better this set.
Well, it's gonna be so. I mean, if Lugamon doesn't kill you and you draw into your Death Exmon, bam, wipe their board.
hmm
honestly,
It's time to get filtered by Death Exmon again. Do you have it? No. Do you have Ruin Mode? No. Okay. Well, good luck against certain decks.
Mm-hmm.
like I see Lugamon going the same way as kind of like Bilzamon did when the game first came out, where people are going to focus so much on setup, they're going to just ignore the fact that they have to win.
Oh yeah.
But you do got to set up quite a bit. You have to get a lot of really decent inheritables. If you don't, you have a pretty boneless fucking Lugamon. And
Mm-hmm.
it's going
So
to
you
be
gotta build
interesting
it right.
because, yeah, you got to build it right, and people are going to build it wrong. But it's going to be interesting because I actually see Blue Hybrid being a bigger problem just for the sole fact that it gives people something else to complain about. Like, regardless if it's going to be good or not, somebody at vocals is going to get like high rolled by Blue Hybrid, and then they're going to complain on a bunch of fucking social media platforms, and then they're going to tell Bandai that they're a bad company, just like with Marcus, right? Just like with Marcus, everybody swore up and down Marcus was going to get hit, and then they touched the Geo Gray, which is arguably a more toxic card than Marcus.
I agree.
Yeah, the Geo Gray.
So
Yeah, I mean they had to touch something to the deck though.
they had to touch something, and I think they had. I think they hit the best card because that also affects vaccines.
Yep,
Going
that's a really
forward.
good one. It's very generic.
And it's for the longevity of the game. Yeah, that
It's for
is
the
affecting.
longevity of the game, exactly. This is probably one of the best like restricted lists we're going to get
Yeah, it's better
because
than just the singular Greymon, and that's it.
it's better than just the singular Greymon. It's a lot of forward thinking because since this is going to be implemented for Japan and us,
It's partial future proofing.
it's partial future proofing. Like Japan, okay, the Pokemon is now slower, so they could breathe a little easier. And for us, people were 100% going to complain about Melga when all the new stuff
I
came
mean they
out.
had to hit the
And one of
draw
the
engine somehow.
that's what I'm saying. One of the biggest enablers of like purple Melga was the draw Gabus. Those were like the biggest
Hey
enablers.
Bandai, maybe go back to printing monocolor cards. That might help your problem here.
I don't know about all that. I kind of like my multicolored cards.
Bullshit, you play single fucking green. This guy's lying out his ass. He plays literally mono green.
But I think people are underestimating the impact. I'm pretty sure they'll see it later when the cards come out at like reduced power.
Which color?
But this just purple, mostly purple. Lucamon didn't get hit, so Lucamon is still going to run most.
And Anubis. And Anubis.
The Geo Gray month. Oh, okay.
And then most of the Melga players just switch back to blue Melga instead of purple. So this hit only really just hit me.
Which is the better Melga? Like now it's probably blue, but before that, which one was it?
It was just pick your poison. I mean, the blue one from D15 had a whole bunch of stuns, so you could play a control base or you can play like purple aggro.
Purple is like the purple Melga deck was more aggressive and faster in terms of like getting your like
here.
setup and stuff.
Thank you for subscribing, Nigel.
Hi, Nigel.
Freedom for Gray X, and yeah, right. Gray X.
Nigel Uno.
For a second, with the Geo Greymon, if you guys have noticed, this is the set 14 with the yellow vaccines, right? Like obviously this is like with this is the first set the new design team has, and I thought it's a pretty healthy set outside of like Lugamon to a degree, but like this is the first time yellow has become an actual deck that didn't rely on jet. So because think about it, as a color, the last time yellow was an actual deck as a color was Lord Knight. After Lord Knight, it was, yes, you had yellow hybrid whatnot, but then people started mixing that with purple, so then it was purple yellow hybrid. Then you had like Mastermind decks and whatnot, but yellow has not been a standalone. Yeah. Yeah, yellow has not been a standalone color since BT5. So 9 sets later, they're finally focusing on the trait instead of something else. And so now yellow vaccines can actually be a deck that you can actually play competitive because they got some really good cards like the new Patamon stuff, and you can probably go back and play the stuff from EX1, like some of the EX1 Patamons and things like that, and the whole line there. So I and the Geo Greymon, like that'll probably be like the only dual color maybe in the deck, but like the Geo Greymon was really generic for a lot of that. But I'm like, look, if you draw into your one of Geo Greymon, okay, great, you get a really good cheat play to cheat out a Tamer or something else from there. But if you don't see it, cool. You play other things to get around it. If you see it, great. But I don't think it's going to hurt I don't think it hurts the yellow vaccine deck. It just takes away some of the free, just free pluses that you would get. Unnecessary free pluses. But I think the deck it's going to be still really, really good. as a standalone yellow deck.
Yeah,
Oh
yellow.
no, 100%. Just in testing with yellow hybrid and with the vaccine stuff, I dug in my security after digivolving for free into the Geo Gray off the Pata. Dug into my security, played a BT1 TK, recovered, gained a memory, looked at my security again, picked something else out with TK, recovered, and then shuffled my security, and then drew off my egg. It was just too much filtering for no real setup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Geo
you just
Gray. That
raised
Geo
when
Gray is good. That Geo Gray is really good.
Yeah,
That was a
Geo
good
Gray
hit.
It's very
That was a
good.
good hit.
But now you
It
just
was-
draw into your one of. Just if you draw into your one of, all right, you got the best play in your deck in your hand, but you only got it once.
only
And
got
one
it
thing
once.
you didn't mention is the fact that they can also fix it on a Digivolve with the new Patamon, Messenger of Hope, and you can stack it with the new TK or the Angemon.
That is true.
Well,
Yeah,
Secret
that
Angemon
Angemon
is
is
crazy.
good too.
That Angemon is so good.
That Angemon.
It is worth being a secret rare, that's for sure.
It is
Yeah,
perfect.
the secrets are cool.
The secrets are very
They're
good.
finally making secret rares good, like worth the caliber of
The
being
name
once per
secret
box.
rare.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both the
Paladin
next.
mode.
Me and Jared just get to sit next to each other, going, "Oh, hey, we're gonna go probably buy another box." Okay.
Yeah.
My brother and
The
I,
bolts in this set look good too.
my brother and I have been on the soapbox that that this was a good hit, and because I know people wanted Shine Greymon to get hit, but I'm like
Show us an
if you
SR.
guys, well, I mean, right,
They
they don't hit
like
SRs. And I'll talk more about this probably when we get to purple because it's something that just needs to be said. But like with Shine Greymon, you hit BT12 Marcus, you hit the foundation of the deck. Sure, BT13 Marcus is a thing. Even though you get free digivolving with with that stuff, it's fine. It's not like it is hitting the Geo Greymon means that they get less access to finding their BT12 markers more automatically. It slows that factor of it down. They have to do normal ways mostly now to do that, but you hit the B12 markets, you hit the whole foundation of the deck, and the deck literally virtually becomes unplayable. Yes, I'll cope with one Marcus and four of the other Marcuses, but the deck is fine the way it is. People don't like East said in his on his videos, like, you guys don't know what's on the horizon. There is much worse things than Shine Greymon, and you're going to be wishing Marcus can come back and save you if you guys only knew what was on the horizon.
I mean, I'm
I
never.
don't think people really read that Lugamon. I think people forgot the part where it says your turn doesn't end until your opponent gets 3 memory.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people really paid attention to that, but I'm gonna say that for a different day.
There's a card that does say that.
I mean, if you really I'm gonna just lay it out right now, no bullshit, guys. If you're listening, if you really want to stop Shine, just add some fucking sack security to your guy.
There's so many answers.
There's so many answers. Wyvern's Breath, Grand
Quartzmon.
It's so many answers to Shine.
And they're making more. You just saw that Mega Gargamon Ace. They said you can't unsuspend and you can't digivolve.
That's what I'm saying. Ground thing, bro.
Useless.
It's so many answers to Shine. I really don't get it. I don't get it. I actually don't get why people they hate this fucking deck so much. I've seen way more.
The only thing I hate the most is just when you lose to nothing but just Marcus. That's where it just gets boring and annoying. Up one, push up Marcus.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, and I don't have something to deal with 3 Marcus because they just put 1 down and I hit 2 out of security. So it's kind of like. Not every deck has Hades Force. Like, you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like...
that's just getting high rolled. That's a situation.
Yeah, but that's very possible for Shine. And Shine's going to be able to high roll a lot of people because it exists.
Well,
so...
Okay, so here's what they would do.
But then the same thing could be said for Cool Boy. Remember we were watching that one
Cool Boy, we don't need to talk about. We all know when Cool Boy gets hit, none of us will be shocked.
It'll just be like it's about time.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing about Marcus, right? I feel like yes, the card is annoying to deal with. Yes, it's hard to interact with. I think what they would have to do to make that card worth hitting, if they decide to give Shine another round of support in the near future. Let me finish.
Yeah, let me finish.
If they decide to hit that Marcus in the near future, they would have to give Shine another set of support and make that. And they want to keep Marcus. If they want to keep Marcus, in the game and swinging that stuff, they would have to make another Marcus that kind of works with the play style, and they would also have to make the Shine stacks kind of play around the fact that your tamer can swing. Like say, make more of the stack. Say, hey, make this Marcus an attacker now, so that they can, get some type of benefit or like reduce the next.
Yeah.
Look, yeah, the way they nerf stuff is make another card and just say, oh yeah, reduce the Digivolve cost. What you would call it, Protoform X anybody,
well,
right?
Do you think they would ever semi-limit?
Nah,
no,
I don't think so.
You told me the other day they won't do that, Joe.
No, I'm just asking. I'm asking. Is this not what this is for? You geniuses.
Well, they're mad. They're mad because they can't beat Shine. They're mad because their opponent high rolled into building a Shine stack. They hit Marcus in security just for playing the game.
I just think
and
Marcus
they
is
got
kind
burst
of a dumb
mode
card,
on
but
turn 4.
yes.
It's a dumb card.
It was a dumb. It wasn't a dumb card
that.
until 13. Let's be honest, man. No one cared about Shine until 13.
Yeah.
We've been saying the deck that card is really good, like since day one, but nobody cared because the support. Like
you and I were sitting at pre-release going, "This card's kind of stupid." I remember because we both had the
not
pre-release
even pre-release.
versions.
When they revealed the card, I was like, "Yo, this is exactly what I want." And then 13, they revealed like burst mode and all the new stuff. I'm like, burst mode is completely dumb. This card is like steroids.
Did we get the new designer in RB1 or
we got it? We got BG14. That's when they had the new like actual card design and everything.
I really can't tell after EX5 that we got a new one.
Yeah, honestly, but like my thing
they're
is
testing waters.
There's just so many answers. Cheap said it best in chat. There's just clear answers to Shine that everybody neglects. Just play Sorai, fucking Innocence Blizzard, bro.
You gotta play a big boy bomb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just play a bomb. Like, why is deck space that type that you can't cut down?
You can't run a Gaia Force?
If you're getting rolled by Shine, play a deck that can beat Shine in a 2 out of 3. And also, say your deck doesn't flat out beat Shine. Put cards in that can, potentially be a security check, potentially slow the deck down.
That's all you have to do.
If you're playing a black deck, run Congo. If you're playing a blue deck, play Sarai, like I said. If you're playing, my God, stop filtering yourself out of the game because you can't beat the best deck. Play something that can beat the best deck. If you acknowledge that the deck will beat you in a big tournament, or even at a local level, you got a lot of shines out there. That is completely your choice. Live with the decision, or improve your gameplay. There you go.
I could think of so many cards in different colors that could just stop Shine.
So getting on Twitter.
If you're playing red and you know they're about to fucking OTK you, just drop Crimson Blaze. They can't even play the Marcus.
Yeah.
I think there was a rule that got around that, right? Because weren't they asking
at first?
Yeah, it's not
Digimon.
Okay.
It's not Digimon until.
But to your point, though, you are right, though, still, TJ, in terms of there's damn near answer in every color. I think people are, of course, mad at getting high roll, but also even more upset at the fact that they'd actually just have to adapt and switch up the cards that they're using in their deck, and they don't want to be taken out of their comfort zone. So instead, they just don't prepare for the high roll and get more mad about it.
If you don't want to be taken out of your comfort zone and adapt to situations, you should not play games.
Or at least
That's
not
the whole point of a
competitively.
fucking game, bro. Is to
That's
adapt and get out
that's
of
a
your
life
comfort.
thing. Honestly,
I don't want to black pill anybody, but like honestly, bro, if you can't adapt in this fucking like card games, you're just dead on arrival.
so we're Drake pilling them, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I'm black pilling them. Fuck that, dude. This is Omega level black pill, bro. If you're stuck in your goddamn bubble and you swear up and down that you cannot change anything in your deck, you're going to lose every time. You're going to lose every time, especially if you don't want to take criticism. Like don't put your lists out there. Get criticism, right? And then don't at least take the criticism for what it is, as just criticism. Everybody's like, "Oh, hey, can you look at my deck? Maybe you should add more Congo to stop shine to your black deck, or maybe you should add more Congo to stop hybrids, right?" And they're like, "Oh, well, I can't do that because I need more fucking Metal Greymons. I never see my Metal Greymon, so I have 10 in here." Why did you put your deck out? Did you just want validation for your deck? Because if you made a Metal Greymon deck with 10 Metal Greymons, then a good job, bro. But like, what did you put it here to? You put it here for a discussion or just to get your dick stroked? I don't understand. I don't understand the point, bro.
All right.
I'm getting tired of this, man. It's like people don't understand.
He's got a point.
And some people just want to like. All right, to piggyback on that, like if you like how I play Gamma.
No, hang on. Let me finish talking. I had a rough fucking day. This is the most balanced meta I've ever seen, probably in a card game in a long fucking time. Do you not remember Dragon Rulers? Am I the only one that remembers Dragon Rulers?
I remember Dragon Rulers.
Yeah, like you think people was crying now about fucking Marcus, right? Fucking Dragon Rulers. If you couldn't play Dragon Rulers, you just lost. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was like $600. What about that one? What about that one Pokemon deck that was shitting on people all of these years back? It was like Garchomp, Mega.
Oh, and
if you didn't play Garchomp, Mega, you just lose. What is the
Shaman?
Bro, you could literally
didn't Shaman get banned for that reason?
Yeah,
like
I think
Shaman,
like
Shaman
EX
right?
Something like
Bro,
that.
you can literally
EX.
you listen to this, Joe. You can put in cards in your Dark Knightmon deck to stop shine. Did you know that? That's fucking wild.
You know what else you could do? If you say you're getting rolled by Belphemon, there's a lot of Belphemon players. You know what beats Belphemon? Blue Flare.
Blue Flare shit.
Just stun the Belphemon stat. It's not like you can't.
It's traumatizing. It's traumatizing.
There's a heavy amount of purple play.
Oh, poor Clay.
Play Blue Flare and thank me later. Blue Greymon is the way.
I don't like playing blue. I hate blue players. Man, get over it, bro.
I mean, honestly,
fucking
like once you realize,
I don't fucking, I don't care. You don't want to switch decks to just fucking lose.
I feel like once you realize any effect that lasts into your opponent's turn will still affect the Belphemon stack, the matchup gets a lot easier by default. For that, you just need to make sure you actually play well, and you're good to go.
Like legit. What should we call it? Yes, I have played a lack of regionals. Yes, I haven't been to locals in a while, but I know the Belphemon matchup on the back of my hand with Shine. I'm going to race you to set my board up. If you do not have Belphemon by the time I'm ready to raise out my two Marcus, I have like the Memory Fixer and then the other Marcus, the Broken Marcus. If I have those two out, I'm going to win the next turn because I know how to kill this deck. And I have not lost to it in tournament.
The hype went down. Was that the hype for Belphemon went down?
It just won another regional.
Yeah.
When?
It's one of
like
the
last regionals we had, right? No, that was
the one right before. It won another regional
before all fours. It won like 3 to 4 regionals by now.
Oh, nice. All right, cool. Well, we stay on top, baby. Let's go.
And now he claims the deck.
Oh, well, I guess now it's purple, right? So if anyone wants to take the stand on purple. Clay, how do you feel about getting absolutely murdered and massacred? How does it feel to take the stray from an entire family's
I was shot twice. I was shot twice. I thought it was good. Tried to get away. I caught it straight to my leg. And now I'm down. It was... The hits to purple The hits of purple hurt a lot.
It's what it is, Clay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask, like, what do you think purple does now? Because I've been seeing talk about just run Gazis and Sykes or just fill them out with rookies, but I mean, that's
You
still a
mean
lot of
Gizmo?
card
Oh,
advantage.
you just want Gizmo, right?
It depends on honestly, it really just depends on what deck you're playing, right? Like at this point, it's a matter of play a deck that doesn't rely heavy on that might not rely heavy on it. I mean, what we get the new Gabumon from the starter deck where I guess when attacking once per turn, draw one trash one, which is affixed to the original starter deck one, which was not once per turn, draw one trash one when attacking. Literally, they're the same card except they just put a once per turn clause on it. Because Metal Garurumon and stuff can,
So would
restand
you
and
have
attack
rather them
multiple
just
times.
eroded it?
No, no. I mean, I mean, sure, an errata would be cool, I guess, but you know, it's a different card. Obviously, it's a different card. But with the same effect, except with the limitation. So it's fine. But like he said, it's what do you do now? Well, you, I mean, like Beelzemon is still a thing, even though they cut half the gas tank off of Beelzemon. You still have Beelzemon because sometimes you wake up in the morning and your car has gas in it, then you can just hit the pedal and go. And sometimes you don't mill anything great, and then you don't have that imp mod to mill you in extra stuff, and so then you just are stuck in neutral. It happens. It's what they wanted to do. But I mean, you think about it now, with the hits, Lugamon is still completely playable. Lugamon didn't use any of those. Didn't really. I don't believe it used any of those cards.
Nope.
From it. So Lugamon is fine. I think what it was meant to hit was like the decks that like like Merva, what is it? BT15 is what Merva and Anubismon. But Anubismon is still really is probably still going to be a really strong deck. But I think that's what the hit was mostly for. Was that and obviously Apocalypse. Yeah, and and a Pokemon. I think Melga suffers only from the fact that now you can only play six purple Gabumons that have effects. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't we have like a black Gabumon that's just a vanilla too.
Yeah.
Tell him about it, TJ.
I mean, look, right? I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I've been labbing this shit
Oh
since
yeah,
the
we do
game
have a
come
black
out.
Gabumon.
But I'm gonna
Purple
tell
Goblin.
you, those fucking inheritable Gobblebons needed to go. Like if you're like turn two, I was playing against Sazika. He was playing Alt Force. He was using the Gabu Garurumon X engine instead of all the Vidramon stuff. And it was way faster, and he just destroyed me by turn two. By turn three. Turn two,
He
he
was
had
just
25
using the
cards in his deck,
Aerovedra,
10 in his
right? He
hand,
went
and
up to
like
Aerovedra
he
and
didn't
All
even use that.
Force.
He didn't use it. It's no need. He just played fucking Where Garurumon
Oh, he
X.
went
It's like
straight into
you
Where
don't need
X
it.
too. I thought he was trying to be cheeky,
Yeah, he
but
just went.
okay, no, he just grew.
Yeah,
No,
the
fuck it. You
only
don't. Only thing you need is All Force Arena.
yeah
That's
the
all you
only
need. Everything else can go
the
fuck
only
itself.
all
Really,
force part of it
like
was the top end and the tamers. That was it. Everything else was just Garurumon.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
good.
everything else was just Garurumon, and that's why they
Doggo
hit the
become
deck
dragon.
because that basically that's why they hit the deck. The deck. That's why they hit those cards. Excuse me.
The engine
Those
itself.
cards exactly are an engine. They can be used in
Anything
like
blue and purple.
six of the seven top decks right now. It just made the decks too fast to get to what they needed to do. That's what the issue was, and that's what people don't see. If you're crying about Belfamon, I don't know who is, but if you're crying about Belfamon, they just helped you out because now the Gabu and Eismon combo is gone. Like, if you really think about it, with a Demimera, with a Gabumon, with an Eismon, what are you drawing like six cards and trashing like four or five? Fucking, it's two for the Gabu, three for the eyes, and one for the Demimera. That's six cards. You drew six cards,
And
and
it's
then you
funny
only trash
because
what? Four of them.
it could actually be seven with the new Demimera. Because doesn't the newer Demimera draw you two if you trash a level 5 or higher?
The new Demi-Miramon?
The one that's going to be coming out in the future.
What's that?
Let me check. I think it's BT15.
Oh, it's BT15.
Yeah.
On deletion, by trashing a level 5 or higher Digimon in your hand, draw 2 cards.
Right.
Pot agreed.
Yeah, so that's a pot of greed, but I think this Demi-Miramon is built more for the Dark
Dark
Masters
Masters.
archetype.
Yeah, that's what that
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah, it's definitely do that. But speaking of like the whole Dark Masters, all 3 purple cards got hit. Yes, the Garurumon stuff was fast and it was introduced. Um, I think that with this deck, like I said, I think a lot of generic purple decks took a huge hit. The ones that have to draw cards and cycle cards between the trash and their hand and stuff. So it hits the fast cycle. It hits the Garurumon stuff. Beelstar is pretty dead right now. It's pretty dead in the water with all those hits, and I really, really hate that it hit my heart real hard because the thing is that with all of this drawing and trashing, it was not a problem really, I want to say, until a Pokemon, because if when I was watching East video, Pokemon was winning 30% more tournaments than the second place deck. Whatever was second in winning tournaments, a Pokemon was winning 30% more than that. And the thing is that when you have all these like discard draw engines and stuff like that, these cards were fine throughout the entirety of the game. No one complained about drawing 6, trashing 4 with the whole scatter mode stack with Scatter Mode, Gabumon, and Demi-Miramon. No one complained about that. BT7, BT8, whatever it is. No one complained about it. Everyone liked it because it was an engine use. But the problem is that we didn't have a dominant card that when it hits the board, it completely dominates the board and changes the face and literally changes the entire match because of how dominant the card is. We didn't have that type of top end. We had things that's like low value, like, oh yeah, your top end is not as it's not as valuable, and that's why these cards get banned, because the top end cards that they release for these decks are so powerful from the previous support that we've gotten, that it's their impact that's hurting the game, not the engine. It's just that the engine now has a dominant card that it can support. So you're not gonna hit the dominant card because they still want that card to come out to the board and affect the game. They're going to hit the support cards that have been around that probably speed up the timing of when you can get that dominant card out to the board. And that's why all 3 of them got hit. It's because now we have a dominant card that uses that engine to its best capabilities. That's why I got hit.
True.
You're absolutely right. And you know what? If we do get BT like 15, and then they unrestrict the Eismons and the Gabumons, and just hit like Garuru X in a Pokemon, I probably will be fine. Melga will be strong as shit. Probably stronger, and it will be like the best deck. But I'll be completely fine. Because they can't.
Melga will be ridiculous.
Melga will be ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous now, honestly, but that's why they didn't hit the training cards. The training cards definitely also just like need to go.
It's only it's a matter of time.
It's a matter of time.
It's a matter of time because it just speeds up your like win con to a point where it's just unfair. It's kind of like the whole pot of greed debate. Like, oh yeah, unrestricting pot of greed makes slower decks faster, but it already makes the faster decks even faster. So I don't know. It's a tough situation. That a Pokemon is fucked up because it could come down for 3, get protection against Digimon, and then mill like what 8 cards off the top of your deck.
I think so.
Yeah. But Shine is a problem though.
It mills the opponent's deck. Hold on.
It mills the opponent's deck. I think for every every source it has, it mills the top 2 cards.
Oh, okay. When this card be played with his 3/3 tree.
Yeah, and you could also like mix it with other different types of megas. Like I've been seeing people put like Cranium on underneath to force things to attack. One of the dragons were under there, so they can't digivolve. It's the versatility and consistency. I think are just way too high for that.
Yeah,
but Shine is a problem. Zaki,
Oh, you
Shine
know
is
what?
Shine
You're
is an
right.
issue. We
Yeah,
gotta
we gotta
stop
stop
Shine.
Shine. You're right. Oh
We gotta
god.
stop
We
Shine. That's
gotta
the real
stop
problem.
Shine.
Yeah.
Gotta stop Shine, bro. I mean, yeah, I could play Grand Assault with my green deck, but I gotta
Yeah.
stop Shine, man.
I mean, Congo's a card, but you know, you gotta stop Shine. You gotta stop Shine.
But in all
Gotta stop.
seriously, Clay is 100% right. These cards were fine until there was like some card that can abuse them
Mm-hmm.
and abuse them in a way where it became too efficient. I think that's
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I like Eismon originally got hit. Yes, if you discard a bunch of Eismon turn 2 when your scatter mode dies, of course, you can fill up a board full of like level 4 Eismon, but it was really the fact that you're filling up the board with the Eismon and then you're digivolving up into Lilithmon. And you're doing loop combos with Lilithmon. I mean, Lilithmon made that Eismon rush deck what it kind of like what it was. So they hit that. I just think that Bandai needs to just come out and just ban Scatter Mode and Eisman altogether and just admit that they made a mistake making those cards. Like you hit both cards to one. Like okay, yeah, we'll just play one Scatter Mode and cope with it. Great.
I mean, is that not what's going to
I
happen to
think
a
it was
Pokemon?
you.
We're just going to watch it get banned.
I mean,
No, I don't think
I don't
no.
think
They're not going to hit Pokemon. They're not going
Well,
to
that's
hit
true.
the
It's a
top end
secret in an
card. They're
SR. They
only going
won't
to
hit
hit
it.
the right. They're only going to hit the card. They're only going to hit the
Engines.
cards that support the big boss. They're not going to hit the boss. They're going to hit They're going to hit the workers, the employees.
kind of like real life when you think about it.
Yeah, we all work at McDonald's. We're gonna hit
Right now.
the line cooks. We ain't about to hit the shift leader.
This is where to
We can replace the line cooks real easy, but the
Yeah.
shift leader, nah, fam.
Yeah, they want to make sure we pay up before they get rid of our cards.
Right?
Honestly.
I still gotta
Rip
pick
up.
up my Melga
Because as
decks
soon as
too.
that shift manager's gone, someone else actually has to come in there and do work. Like,
Oh, they hit Mock Galgamon too. The one from
I forgot about that.
Forgot about
that was
Okay.
one of the most random fucking card hits I've ever.
So, can someone read me the Mount Gaga effects?
When digivolving, it bounces a 4, and then when a card is added to the opponent's hand, I think it unspins as an inherited.
Yes.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
the inheritables like I think when attacking once per turn, if your opponent has 8 or more cards in hand, you unsuspend.
unsuspend, right?
Oh, which they're gonna
It was the
have.
most milk toast fucking Mark Galgamon. They should have hit the goddamn Thomas.
Oh yeah, the Thomas.
Really, if they really wanted to hit Mark Galgamon, they really should.
Did they need to hit it?
Not really.
Like,
Guess they
where is
did that
that?
for, like,
Where is that
Ultimate Cup.
hate coming from?
I guess Ultimate Cup or maybe a Bandai exec can't fucking play test properly.
Did Galga tear up Japan?
For a little bit when BT14 came out, it was because of the training cards, it got a little bit better. But then everybody just figured out that Fenrir Lugumon just shit Tony up. Like
Our turn.
Fenrir
Streets
Lugumon does
Nasty.
a lot. It pops. It pops an opponent's Digimon to unsuspend it. So Fenrir toxic.
Fenrir Lugumon is really, really strong.
Really.
I'm predicting Fenrir Lugumon, especially because it's not affected by any of these changes here. I think Fenrir Lugumon, because we're gonna have EX5 by then. Okay. EX5 does. Okay, EX5. Okay, so BT. Oh wow, so by EX5, that's when we get the extra. That's when we get the other Fenrir Lugumon support, right? EX5. So
But I
yeah.
don't. They played. I'm not too sure. I
Let
just
me
know
see.
in BT14, if you
Right.
basically see your whole line, you
Right
just
here.
Yeah, no, I think
Right.
Fenrir Lugemon's going to
Rest.
be the purple deck of choice for regionals. I think is really just really
Oh,
too
it's
just really really strong, and
gonna be
that's
really,
going to
really
be the purple deck everyone's going to go with. I think it's probably going to be the best deck in the game.
I think it all depends on how well people pilot.
I mean, a lot of it is pilot. A lot of these decks now are more pilot heavy, I'd say. They're great. They're really good decks, but if you don't fucking actually know what you're doing, you're gonna just lose.
Well, practice makes perfect, right?
Perfect.
I mean, think about it this way: like with the full Fenrir Lugomon stuff, like you pretty much run everything that's like SOC and Dark Animal. The cards that you run outside of that, you run
really
your,
is that Sons of Chaos? Is that what that stands for?
SOC Sons of Chaos.
Sons of Liberty, bro.
Yeah,
that's a really cool.
Isn't that your favorite Metal Gear Solid, Joe? Sons of Liberty.
Yeah,
Sons of Liberty was a great game.
You gotta play Fenrir Lugomon, bro.
Yeah, but and then you stick to that, and then you just play your analog youth and your training cards, which are going to be untradeable unless you have it for a color that you're not going to play.
Get your analog youth now.
So you pretty much you just supplement it with youth and training cards, and then whatever maybe one of your removal option cards, maybe question mark, but. Outside of that, building the deck is pretty simple, and then it's just a matter of
training cards toppers?
Finding your lethal. I don't know.
How are we getting them?
What?
Box toppers.
Okay.
Oh,
you get
14.
all of them in one topper pack.
We don't know.
4 boxes. You got to place out all of them.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Oh, this set's gonna sell so hard.
Are they not about to split them up 2 by 2 by 2 by 2?
No, you get it's like the memory boost from the Alt Force stuff. It's like that.
Oh yeah.
Also, you also get the new promos like the Skull Knight Mon, the fucking Morph Mon. And
oh yeah.
Including the rare Mon, the black purple one.
I don't know if you get
the BT13 promos. I forgot about. I think we get those. I don't know what we're gonna get as tournament promos, and I don't know what we're gonna get as box topper promos along with the trainings. But
I just said,
boy,
Jared, what the fuck was you not listening? I just said we're going to get the Skull Mon and the Morph Mon. What do you mean?
Because that rare Mon,
prove it.
Imagine Jared listening to somebody. Crazy.
I just said
crazy.
I listened to me, myself, and I.
Can you add me to that list?
He did.
It's like
add another me
right now. Hang on, I'm gonna read them. It's my computer wants to cooperate.
Oh well, he's doing that. Who's going to see the Digimon movie in November?
Me.
I got my tickets already.
TJ owes me a ticket.
Well, I still need to get those.
You owe me a ticket.
It's okay, Captain. I'll sponsor you for the Digimon movie.
It's so crazy. Dorian didn't invite us.
I did tell you guys last Friday where I was going and when.
Yeah,
you weren't said where and when,
if you want to stalk
you
Dorian,
didn't invite us.
Going
That's
both
crazy.
Dates. Find him.
Yeah.
And he's ready. He'll give you his number and everything. Actually, if you
that's too much work, Joe.
I'm gonna get Norman afterwards on the second day.
Crazy how
Dorian didn't tell us where he was going, so he just abandoned us.
I actually did. I mean, I didn't
it's
want
all
to stay.
Cool. It's all cool. It's all cool. It's all cool, Dorian. I know where you stand now.
Oh man, Clay, you're being real butthurt right now.
Oh shit!
It is what it is. What it is. Man.
It's getting. We're becoming unhinged. It's after 9:30.
It's after 9:30.
Loggers.
Did you see that clip of fucking like Chuck E. Cheese saying "poggers," bro?
Saying
poggers? I definitely did not. I don't know if I want to see that.
He looks at the camera. He says "poggers." This is the most cursed fucking thing I've ever seen.
That sounds cursed. What the heck?
You might want to after the podcast. You might want to check that out. Yeah.
Oh my god, man! I'm fearing the day when Twitch chat lingo becomes modernized into like everyday speech. Not even just
like
the gamers and the Twitch users is actually. It's halfway there, but I'm talking about like regular. What's the right word? Normie people would start using it.
Normie people. The others.
You did not just say normies.
Yeah, the others.
Yeah, they're normies.
Yeah, the others.
Yeah, you want me to say others instead?
What the other people are doing?
Yeah.